Queen Elizabeth II's former press secretary recalls that Sophie Wessex's birth to Lady Louise at 36 weeks pregnant, who threatened to kill her and her baby, was very dramatic and lonely without Prince Edward, who was out. Hello everyone, please subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss anything. Queen Elizabeth II's former press secretary has recalled how very dramatic and a bit lonely the terrifying birth of Lady Louise Windsor was for the Countess of Wessex. Speaking on the latest episode of the A Right Royal podcast, via Hello, Ailsa Anderson told how she was one of two people to console Sophie Wessex, now 58, as she gave birth to her first child at Frimley Park Hospital, in Surrey. The Countess went into labour when she was 36 weeks pregnant on November 8, 2003, while her husband, Prince Edward, now 58, was in Mauritius, a 12-hour flight away, on an official visit. Called, but there was no way to get back until the next day. Sophie was admitted to Frimley Park after she complained of severe internal pain. Doctors found her seriously ill due to blood loss and performed an emergency delivery. They also could not meet Sophie's parents at the time, said Ailsa, and so only she, Marcus Sickle, who was the Queen's gynecologist, and courtiers were at the hospital at first while the Countess gave birth to the Lady Louise, now 19. I remember sitting at home. We're having a dinner party. In fact, I got a call from Marcus Sickle, the Queen's gynecologist, who was supervising the birth, Ailsa recalls. He said, "I'm in a police car on my way to Frimley Park Hospital. You better come over." So I thought, creaky. So I called a cab, let my husband do the washing, which I think was the first in our marriage, and went down to Frimley Park, but the Earl of Wessex was out on an official visit. They were unable to meet her parents. It was just me, Marcus, and the courtiers in the hospital. It was very dramatic. On November 8, when Sophie arrived from her home in Bagshot Park to the hospital, medics realized she needed an emergency caesarean section. She was showing signs of acute placental abruption, where the lining of the placenta separates from the uterus. It can lead to massive blood loss for the mother, while the babies may become distressed and can be stillborn. Sophie's condition was so advanced that she was threatening to kill her and her baby. Marcus Sickle had arrived at the hospital from London at lightning speed, and the operation was supervised by surgeon Sokal Singh, gynecologist and Deans, and midwife Adrienne Price. The moment the baby girl, who weighed just 4 pounds 9 ounces, was born, she was picked up from her mum and rushed to St George's Hospital in Tooting, London, for private care. Meanwhile, Sophie was only 15 minutes away from death, the Mail on Sunday reported in 2014. She was losing massive amounts of blood and slipping into a semi-conscious state. It took a massive blood transfusion before she could regain any kind of stability. For the next 24 hours, she is left alone at Frimley. Edward was not able to return to Britain until the next evening. Mother and child are finally reunited at the end of November. Thanks for watching.